Hello and welcome back to the Creative Differences Podcast. I'm Dallas, and I'm so glad we're about to get sequels to two of the best comic book movies ever.
Hi, I'm Gabby, and I am excited about the movies next year.
This year.
Oh, geez, this year. Whoops, sorry, guys. I'm still not used to it. 2022.
And I'm Demi, and once again, time is a construct. Welcome to another episode of the Creative Differences Podcast, your one-stop shop for movie reviews, Fancast Fridays, Throwback Thursdays, and a number of other pop culture-related items. Today, we are continuing on and finishing our yearly recap as we do, but this time we will not be recapping 2021. No, this time we are looking towards the future. We are looking into 2022, the year that we are now in, and we are going to be talking about our most anticipated movies of this year. So comment down below right now. Let us know what your most anticipated movies of the year are.
Yeah, give me your top 10, top 5.
That's true. We need engagement. We need people to tell us that they're here. Speaking of people being here, Colin ain't been here all week, so I
you're
doubt
not
you were
surprised.
expecting him by this point.
But once again, we do have his list.
Before we get into the episode, please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell everybody. Because, you know, with the exception of Colin, we all care enough about y'all to do all these episodes.
Yeah, even I'm here, guys.
Right? We got Gabby here for these.
Wow.
Oh, how difficult that was.
Extremely.
I'm going to be honest. If Gabby wasn't here for these, I probably was going to fight her.
Fire me? That's fair.
No, I was going to fight you.
Oh, that's fair. I would have deserved it.
I for sure was about to be like, Gabby, of all episodes, these are the ones I need you for, okay?
Right.
Because me and Dallas have a fun time together, but it doesn't feel like a proper recap if at least three of us are
doesn't.
Right,
Dude.
we gotta have at least 3.
Although I was surprised that I was able to wrangle 10 movies that I've seen this year. That was the hard one for me.
Gee, stop working so much. Anyway, I guess we should start with rules of the game. It's not really a game, but the format of our episodes. If you guys have listened to our top 5 episodes or any of these previous 4 episodes that we've done this week, you guys know that we do this thing where we skip. So what happens is we will go through each round, and if the movie is on somebody else's list higher up, they will call skip, and you will wait until we get to the highest point that movie's on, and then we will talk about it. This saves us time, saves you guys time. Didn't save us time for the Spider-Man episode, but we're hoping that doesn't happen this time.
Right. For example, if Gabby says, "Hi guys, I'm Gabby, and my number 10 is the movie with the hot wolf," and I have that movie at number 8, I will say skip, and then we will talk about the bad guys when we get to number 8.
I love how you mention it. Like you laid it
That's
out
how Gabby would
there.
say. Yeah.
I never said that he was a hot wolf.
Okay.
Just really quick. I just want that on the record. I
All
never
right.
called him a hot wolf.
All right, guys. So let's get it started. Don't want to waste too much of you guys' time. Honorable mentions. We always start with honorable mentions. Do you guys have honorable mentions? Because I do.
I have 4.
All right, Dallas, start us off.
Yes, Black Adam, The Black Phone, Morbius, and The Bad Guys.
Dope. Gabby?
I have on my list The Bad Guys, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, Black Adam, and Batgirl.
That's so funny because on my honorable mentions list, we have Black Adam, Blonde, Cyrano, The Flash, and Mission Impossible 7.
Wow. Oh,
Interesting.
there's another one already?
Yes.
Wait.
Well, they shot 2 of them back to back.
Oh, okay.
And they were doing it during COVID, so it should be ready by then.
Yep. That makes
Black
sense.
Adam was on my actual list until a few hours ago.
What's crazy is it was also on my list until a few hours ago.
Wild.
Yeah,
Other
something got
things-
added. Okay, you're number 11 now.
Other things happened. I realized things were coming out that I didn't know were coming out.
Yeah.
And, it happens.
It'd be like that.
Number
See?
10.
Number 10 for me is Thor: Love and Thunder.
Skip.
I figured.
Gabby?
Oh, it's me. Okay. So my number 10 is called Big Gold Brick.
Gabby always has movies that we're just like, I don't know, man. me and Dallas's whole list will be nothing but franchise movies.
Right.
Gabby?
I think only the back end of my list is going to be like, Gabby, what you talking about?
Yeah, no, like for real, guys. You guys remember during the favorite movie podcast earlier this week when my list was a mixture of franchise movies, artsy movies, and all sorts of stuff? Yeah, no, not for most anticipated. It's always just franchise movies because those are the ones that I know most about.
Right, those are the ones that get announced far enough in advance.
Except for Blonde and Cyrano, which I was hoping would be on the list, but they're not, so it's fine. But I just want honorable mentions. That's why they're there. Gabby, what is this movie that you're talking about?
Yes. So Big Old Brick stars Megan Fox, Oscar Isaac, Lucy Hale, and Andy Garcia. Yes, and Andy Garcia, and
know what it was
Emery
called.
Cohen. Yeah.
Question. Are you saying Big old brick or big gold brick?
Big gold brick.
Got it. Okay.
That's why I tried to like space them out.
Got it.
And even then, it wasn't enough pronunciation.
Just the last time you said big old brick. I was like,
big gold brick. Okay.
Got it.
It's directed in his directorial debut by Brian Petzos. And the description for it is: an enigmatic middle-aged father of two enlists the help of fledgling writer Samuel Liston to pen his biography. Dude, this movie has Megan Fox in it and Oscar Isaac. Like, that's all you need to tell me, and it was gonna be in my top 10 list. Like,
that's a good
all
choice.
I need to know. I know Oscar Isaac isn't even like, I think he's not even a big part of this movie from the trailer, but I do not care. I am here for this.
Those are good reasons. Megan
Yeah.
Fox is always a good reason,
She's
and
dope.
Oscar Isaac is always a good reason. So you put them together, really good reason.
Yeah, but like, I
Correct.
saw the trailer, I was like, this looks wild, this looks hilarious, and it looks weird as hell, and I want to see all of it. So that's why it's on my list. Can't wait. Super excited. Let's move on.
All
right.
right. So my number 10 is Batgirl.
Yeah, we looked it up. Turns out it comes out this year, guys.
Yeah.
Woo.
So Batgirl is being directed by Adil Bilal. It's written by Christina Hodson, who also wrote Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, as well as the Flash movie, which is coming out soon as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just really like the idea of us moving away from Batman. Remember that I said this later on in the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And-
We're going to talk about that.
Same.
'Cause
Oh.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Everybody loves Batman's cast of characters. I love Batgirl. I love Dick Grayson, Nightwing. I love Jason Todd, Red Hood, Tim Drake, Damian Wayne. Batman has a great cast of characters, period. I'm also super excited that Barbara Gordon is being played by Leslie Grace, who was fantastic in In the Heights. I loved her in that movie. I didn't get to talk about her on my actors list, but she was fantastic in that movie, and she was one of the actors who I was very excited to see going forward after I saw that movie.
Just to clarify, is she the one that was shaking her ass for like half of the
No,
Heights?
not that one.
Okay. I always mix them up.
Not the one who was on the stairs. No.
It's also shaking her ass for half of the Heights.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said LA. I was like,
Half
Nah,
of
for the-
I know the lyrics.
in LA.
Sorry.
That's
Never
the
mind.
best line in
Ignore
the
me.
entire movie.
It
It
is.
Oh, but yes, Leslie Grace is playing Batgirl, which is super cool to have an Afro-Latina Batgirl.
Yeah.
Super dope.
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons is coming back to play Commissioner Gordon, which means that this movie will be taking place in the DCEU. Brendan Fraser is in the movie and
Yeah.
has officially been confirmed to be playing Firefly.
It's the Frasier Renaissance.
Yes, I'm so happy this man is getting more work.
The Fraser what?
Frasier not Renaissance.
Okay.
Renaissance.
First not round of
We're just making up words now.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm super excited about that. I love Jacob Scipio as well, and he's going to be in the movie. There's no say on what his role is. He might just be playing Barbara Gordon's brother. That was like my little theory.
Could be.
He could be Jim Gordon Jr. or
I hope
whatever.
he gets a fight scene because he was throwing hands in Bad Boys for Life.
He was. I like that Adil and Bilal brought him back
Yeah.
because I really liked him in Bad Boys for Life, and I like that they're reuniting to work on this movie.
I was going to say. Jacob Scipio was hitting niggas like that Moderna booster.
Straight up.
But yeah, I'm super excited about there being a Batgirl movie. HBO Max, can we pull a Blue Beetle and push it to the theater, please?
For serious.
They're like, no, y'all get one.
We get
And you'll
one.
be happy about it.
But yeah, super stoked. Can't wait to see Batgirl. I'm so excited. It's a great cast.
It is.
And I love the writer. I love what she did with Birds of Prey. I'm sure that she'll do a great job with The Flash. I love what she did with Bumblebee. Bumblebee is one of my
Yeah.
favorite Transformer movies.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's great. So that's Batgirl, my number 10. Number 9, guys, you're moving on to number 9.
I love it. Number 9 is The Flash.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. The
I was
Flash.
hoping we'd get to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Directed by Andy Muschietti, who made Mama and the It movies. It was written by Christina Hodson, who made Bumblebee and the Birds of Prey. Did me say the whole title?
Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
Thank you. And Batgirl, which, we haven't seen yet, but she's working on it. Flash, it stars Ezra Miller, Michael Keaton, Sasha Kaye, Kiersey Clemons.
So happy Kirsty's coming back.
I'm so excited to actually, see her, and hopefully she does things.
Yeah.
I really like The Flash as a character. This movie is one of those, who's directing it? I don't know. That one guy. Nope. No, he's not. Oh, somebody else? Okay, cool. We're going to switch it again? Got it. So
Whiplash, man.
I like the director that they have currently, Andy Muschietti.
Yeah, Colin
think at
doesn't
this
believe
point-
it's happening.
He never does. I think they're in post-production.
They're definitely in post-production.
Okay,
right
cool.
now.
Right. So the movie has been made at this point. We can at least be like, it's actually happening.
Yeah, they finished production shortly after DC Fandom.
Yeah. And I just want to see a live-action Flash. Michael Keaton is here.
Bringing back his
Freaking
Batman.
Also, after freaking Spider-Man No Way Home,
Yes.
superheroes coming back to play superheroes is such a great thing.
Multiverse time,
truly.
guys.
Yeah. And also, DC has been doing multiverse stuff for a long time. Not like in terms of these live-action movies.
No,
but
definitely not in live action.
That's what they do in their comics and their cartoons and stuff like that. So I'm
Earth
really
1,
happy.
Earth 2, Earth 3.
Exactly. Flashpoint, different realities. I'm really happy to see what they're going to do. I hope it's dope because I'm one of those people who is optimistic about movies inherently.
We try.
And, people are like, DC sucks. I don't agree. I enjoy a lot of their stuff. I hope I enjoy this.
I think that they started off pretty rocky with this DCEU, but we're coming into a point where I've mostly enjoyed a lot of the movies that they've been putting out. Yeah. I'm super excited about The Flash, especially because it seems to be taking the spirit of Flashpoint, not necessarily adapting Flashpoint itself, but taking the spirit of that comic and adapting that spirit into something, which is funny. People are like, what does that mean? And it feels like this is, it's kind of like Flashpoint, but it's not quite Flashpoint. And it'll be interesting. I'm excited about the suit. We talked about it a lot on DC Fandom in our recap. And the footage looked super dope. I'm excited to see what Andy Muschietti does with it. I'm excited to see an Andy Muschietti film because I don't do horror movies.
You haven't yet because all his movies are scary.
I've heard his movies are great, guys.
He does really good work.
But it looks good. Like visually, I remember talking about it a lot for DC Fandom that I thought it visually looked really impressive. And that's why it's on my honorable mentions list because I'm really excited to see what they do with it. And to finally have a Flash movie.
Yeah, and I've been a super big fan of Kiersey Clemons since Dope came out.
Exactly.
7 years ago at this point.
Love her.
And they have a Supergirl, Sasha Calle.
Yes.
Latinx Supergirl, I'm with it.
How she's going to connect to Henry Cavill Superman, if at all.
We will find out.
We'll find out.
We're about to see.
Also, unrelated, but speaking of Flashpoint, you notice in No Way Home, the book that Flash wrote is called Flashpoint.
They called it Flashpoint.
I love that so much. I'm such a nerd.
That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, Flashpoint? As in
I love
Flashpoint?
That.
Right.
I love that.
Wrong universe. But yeah.
Right universe, but they were like tongue in cheek. Kevin Feige also reads all kind of comics.
Hilarious.
All right. That's my number 9.
Gabby, what's your number 9?
Okay, my number 9 is a movie called The 355.
Oh, I have heard of that one.
That was almost on my list. And then it wasn't. So go ahead and talk about it.
Yay! Okay. The 355 is directed by Simon Kinberg. So Simon Kinberg had his directorial debut with Dark Phoenix, which is not great for him.
We're not quite fans of that movie.
He wrote Mr. and Mrs. Smith. He wrote Sherlock Holmes.
Did he write Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
He did.
I love that movie.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what, Simon? I'm going to trust you.
Maybe he's really good with spies.
I think so, because Sherlock Holmes, too, is like spy adjacent. And so this movie stars Jessica Chastain, Lupita Nyong'o, Penelope Cruz, Diane Kruger, Fan Bingbing, Sebastian Stan, and Edgar Ramirez. So I'm like, yes, this cast. So excited.
It is
and
a
it's
very
like
good
a
cast.
spy thriller. It's a great cast. And then the description for it says, CIA agent Mason Mace Brown joins forces with rival German agent, a cutting-edge computer specialist, and a Colombian psychologist when a top-secret weapon falls into the hands of a group of mercenaries. So
spy movie.
Awesome. Yeah, spy movie.
Very good summary reading, by the way. I love it.
Super excited about things.
Gabby, why are you never here to do summary readings?
I do that too.
No, Dallas, you do that too. Me and Colin have commented on several occasions and complimented you on how great your reading was.
Much appreciated.
And I'm just like, that looks super fun. It comes out like a week into the year, and I'm
this episode
excited.
Might already.
Oh yeah, the movie might be out.
Whoops, we don't know yet.
It comes out January 7th, so I don't know if this
episode might be out.
It came out this week, you guys,
or it might be coming out like today.
Yeah,
we don't know yet.
I'm just excited to see it. It looks really fun. It looks awesome.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I've been waiting like 2 years or something for this movie to come out. So
my body is ready.
Which doesn't really mean much in the COVID era because
we don't.
Been waiting 2 years for a lot of movies to come out. Okay, so my number 9 is Peter Pan and Wendy, which I know I'm not getting skipped for.
Oh,
no, you're not.
I thought that was coming out.
Peter Pan and Wendy coming to Disney Plus in 2022. If you don't know what Peter Pan is about, I don't know.
We can't help you, man.
I guess I can give you a synopsis. Live-action adaptation of J.M. Barrie's classic tale of a boy who wouldn't grow up and recruits 3 young siblings in London to join him on a magical adventure to the enchanted Neverland Island. Great. So it's being directed by David Lowery, and it stars Alexander Maloney as Peter Pan, Ever Anderson as Wendy, Joshua Pickering, Yara Shahidi, and Jude Law and Jim Gaffigan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, right. Gaffigan is Smee.
He is Shmee.
Perfect casting.
Right? He looks just like him.
He does.
I know people are tired of like King Arthur and Peter Pan adaptations. I will never be one of those people because I love the story of Peter Pan. It is one of my favorite childhood novels. My favorite live action version of Peter Pan is the one from 2003 with Jeremy Sumter. Because at that age, I had a crush on Jeremy Sumter.
Dude, the awakening that movie had for so many girls.
Yup.
For
but
us.
B,
so many little girls.
It was pretty accurate towards the book.
Okay.
Unlike most adaptations of the movie.
Right.
Or most adaptations of the book.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with this adaptation because obviously it's kind of a remake of Disney's animated movie.
Right.
Hopefully less racist, because that's what Disney has been doing recently, is kind of whenever they remake them, they kind of remove the really racist stuff out of it, like they did with Lady and the Tramp. The Siamese song is no longer in there.
That's good.
Also, they cast an actual Native American woman to play Tiger Lily, which is dope.
Wow. Oh my God, finally.
Which was the issue that I had with Pan.
Yeah.
And why I did not see that movie.
But Disney's just like, hey, remember when we were racist? No, you don't.
But even then, like, the animated Peter Pan is one of my favorite Disney movies. Mm-hmm. I love Peter Pan. I wrote a poem in high school about how, as I got older, I didn't want to lose my inner child or my youth, and I wanted to be like Peter Pan and never grow up.
Nice.
So I love Peter Pan, man. It's a big deal to me. And I can't wait to see what they do with it. Jude Law seems like he's going to be a really good Captain Hook. I'm hoping that they're doing the way theater tradition is, where Jude Law is not only playing Captain Hook, but also playing Mr. Darling, their father.
Oh.
I love
like
when they do
Jumanji.
that. Yes.
The first one.
Yeah. They probably stole that from Peter Pan, as a matter of fact.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's what they do in the theater. Mr. Darling is always played by Hook, or Hook is always played by Mr. Darling.
For those who can't see, all of you, Gabby's looking at me confused. In Jumanji, the guy who plays the dad also plays the hunter who's hunting down.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, just to wrap this up real quick, I'm also super excited about the fact that Ever Anderson is playing Wendy. For anybody who doesn't know, she played the young version of Natasha Romanoff in Black Widow.
Right.
I really thought she set the tone really well in Black Widow.
She's whose daughter?
She's Mila Jovovich's daughter. Yep. So I'm super excited to see what she does as Wendy. She'll probably be fantastic. I thought she was amazing for that short amount of time that she was in Black Widow. So I'm super excited about that.
Nice.
And I hope that they have the iconic novel line, "To die would be an awfully big adventure."
Oh.
All right.
It's one of my favorite lines. It's so just like, wow, what?
It's intense.
It's great. It's a great line.
All right.
Number 8.
Number 8 is Operation Fortune. Ruse de guerre.
Skip.
I figured. Number 8, Gabby.
My number 8 is a movie called The Lost City.
Oh, I know what that movie is.
I just saw that. I just watched that trailer with Jordan and Kayla yesterday.
Sandra Bullock and
it looks
Channing
ridiculous,
Tatum.
but it looks so fun.
I'm so excited. Okay, so for reference, this movie is directed by the Nee brothers, who have really only made like 2 really teeny tiny movies called The Last Romantic and Band of Robbers.
Dope. Pulling a Chloe Zhao. We love to see it.
Super tiny. Love it. So I really don't have any opinions about them, which I'm glad about. So The Lost City, it stars Sandra Bullock, as previously stated, Channing Tatum, and Daniel Radcliffe with Divine Joy Randolph and Brad Pitt.
Oh, I love that. Hold on. The most exciting name for me in that lineup is Divine Joy Randolph, because she is hilarious in friggin' High Fidelity. And not only that, but she's great in Only Murders in the Building.
Is she the black lady who was like, my friend and her his brother's gonna die in the jungle?
Wait, what?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
The one who's like, if you don't help, my friend and her cover model are gonna die in the jungle or something.
Yeah, I think that's her.
I figured.
She's hilarious. I love her.
This movie looks really funny.
Dude,
I haven't seen the trailer for this yet.
Really silly.
We gotta watch it. It's gonna be hilarious and dumb. But
I have a feeling I know what the vibe of the movie is going to be, and I'm like, yeah, it'll probably be great. I love Sandra Bullock, and I think she's great when she does comedy.
Yeah, I'm about to read the description to this, and it's silly. Dude, the best part about this is Daniel Radcliffe playing an eccentric billionaire. But here we go. So the description for this is... Yes, ish, because he was in that one movie.
Now You See Me Too.
Yeah, Now You See Me Too.
Yeah.
I love that Daniel Radcliffe is just playing like eccentric billionaires. Okay, so the description for this movie is reclusive author Loretta Sage writes about exotic places in her popular adventure novels that feature a handsome cover model named Alan, played by Channing Tatum.
Of course.
While on tour promoting her new book with Alan, Loretta gets kidnapped by an eccentric billionaire who hopes she can lead him to an ancient city's lost treasure from her latest story. It's wild, okay?
It looks ridiculous.
It's so silly and so wild, and I cannot wait for this absolute train wreck of a movie. It seems amazing.
But it's funny because I look at the movie, I saw the trailer, and Jordan and I looked at each other, we were like, this doesn't look great, but it looks really entertaining. It looks really fun. Like, Sandra Bullock is hilarious. Channing Tatum is hilarious. The way Brad Pitt comes into this trailer is amazing.
It's wild.
And just the premise of she writes romance novels is so funny to me. As someone with a wife who reads romance novels.
Dude, and here's the thing is, like, I've been reading a ton of romance novels, so I'm just like, yes, a romance novelist on an adventure. Let's go. Yes, I'm here.
Also, it has that peppy rom-com song that's in all the trailers, which I just looked up. It's called Cake by the Ocean.
Yes.
And I've never known what that song is called, but every time it pops up, I was like...
Isn't that the one by Joe Jonas' old band?
Yeah, DNCE.
Oh, is he in that band?
Yeah.
Or was he in
He's
that?
the lead singer.
I've never heard of this band in my life. I just like, what is this song? I keep hearing in all these freaking trailers for the last half a decade. But yeah,
I love
it's
it so
as soon as I heard that, I was like, okay, I know what they're doing. But yeah, when Brad Pitt popped out, I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. Also, I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm hoping Dwayne Johnson shows up because you can't do a movie in the jungle without Dwayne Johnson.
Apparently not anymore. And honestly, do it.
Yeah, he's gonna find his way to a jungle.
Yes,
so
pop in.
I hope he's there.
No matter what you're doing, he's always gonna find his way into the jungle.
Yeah.
Ugh, I love it. It looks ridiculous and the premise is wild, but I cannot wait.
Number 8, I might be getting skipped. Maybe Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
It's all you.
Dope. James Wan coming back again to give us Aquaman Adventures, starring Jason Momoa, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Amber Heard, Patrick Wilson, and Tamara Morrison, and a bunch of other people. Randall Park is also going to be in this movie. Love that for him.
Love it.
He was in the first one, so I like that he's in it. The plot is unknown right now.
Right.
So there really isn't much to say about this. I liked the first Aquaman movie. I didn't love it, but I liked it. I thought it was a good direction for DC to start going in. It fit the character of Aquaman. I love the visuals of the first movie. I had fun with the very adventure movie aspect of it. Mm-hmm. From what we know about this movie, Aquaman is going to go find a lost city.
All right.
I like that we're expanding the world of Atlantis and what else is out there beyond just Atlantis and the trench.
Right.
I'm hoping Black Adam. I'm hoping Black Manta gets a bigger role this time around because last time he was kind of second fiddle, but it was kind of like an origin story for him and Aquaman. So this time around, hopefully he'll be like the actual villain of the movie,
right?
Which would be nice. I love the relationship between Aquaman and Mera. It's my second favorite relationship in all of DC Comics.
Right.
So wait. Is it still my second favorite? For now, I haven't thought about it in a while. For now, it's my second favorite DC relationship in comics. So I always love whenever I get to see them together.
Have you seen or read Flashpoint?
No, I've never read it, but I know what Flashpoint's about, obviously. Okay.
He was being a hoe, but that's irrelevant.
Aquaman?
To the story. Yeah, he was hooking up with Wonder Woman. It was wild.
That happens a lot in these comics because right? Oliver Queen is also a hoe.
They be hoeing out here in these streets.
Yeah.
Like MJ in the Sam Raimi movies.
Oh my gosh. Always and forever. We're just going to bring that up now. But yeah.
I can't unsee it now.
Can't unsee it? No. But I liked the behind the scenes footage that they were showing us at DC Fandom. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited. It's Aquaman. I like the first one. I'm probably going to enjoy the second one. I'm hoping it's going to be better than the first one.
Me too.
The first one was. I like Aquaman. He's one of my favorite DC heroes. That might sound weird to y'all, but he is. I like Aquaman.
Aquaman's dope.
Aquaman is dope.
As someone who watched the cartoons, Aquaman is pretty
Stop
awesome.
making fun of him because he talks to fish. He can also stab you with his trident. What are you?
Also, he's Jason Momoa. He can probably just pick you up with one hand and throw you across the ocean.
Even when he's not Jason Momoa, he's a very big blonde man. And he's a king.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't love the first one, but I do like James Wan, so I wish him all the success in the world. And I will see it on a Tuesday matinee or something.
I mean, you might see it before then because we're probably going to review it. So
we'll see.
Number 7.
I'm getting skipped, so I might not even say it, but it's the Batman.
Skip.
Yeah, I figured.
Hella skip.
My number 7 is also the Batman.
Skip. I love this for me.
Perfect.
I'm probably also going to get skipped, though, because my number 7 is Thor Love and Thunder.
Skip. All right.
Great. Number 6.
Right through 7. 7, like Silk Sonic says. My number 6 is Knives Out 2.
Skip.
I know.
Oh, it's not on your list?
Oh, Gabby forgot about Knives Out 2.
Gabby wasn't in the group chat.
You will get to say it. You'll say your piece when Demi gets to it.
What's your number 6, Gabby?
I'm devastated.
You love Knives Out.
I love that.
This is a betrayal.
I might start crying right now.
You owe Ryan Johnson an apology.
Me and Gabby literally went to go see the 35mm showing of Knives Out. There was only one.
We did. Ryan Johnson was there.
He was there, and it was great. I have footage. I have video.
I have
and
proof
pictures.
Too.
And if you saw him again, you see the disappointment in his eyes.
He wouldn't know, I hope. Watch him listen to this episode.
This is going to be the only episode he hears. He's like, wow, Gabby didn't even care about my movie.
He was just going to retweet.
The disrespect.
I'm going to cry. I'm so scared.
Gabby was clearly not in the group chat earlier.
Right,
when
you
I
should look in the
thought
group
I
chat.
was, and then I think I meant to put it on my list, and then I just
You forgot?
Oh, I'm so upset.
So,
right
Gabby,
now.
what is your number 6?
My number 6 is Nope.
Skip.
My number 1 would have been Knives Out 2.
Yeah,
I
just
just want to say that really
that's the
quick
movie.
on the record.
Yeah.
My number 1 would have been Knives Out 2 if I had, had half a brain today.
If she had remembered.
Yes.
My number 6 is Creed 3.
Oh, my God.
You didn't know?
Oh, my God.
Two of us in a row.
No.
I got y'all.
No. No, I feel like Gabby.
Dallas is also near
God.
tears.
No.
He might cry at the
But you'll get to talk about it. The third installation of the Creed franchise starring Michael B. Jordan, Tessa Thompson, Jonathan Majors, Felicia Rashad. and Jacob Stitch Duran. I don't know who that is. It doesn't matter. But
Stitch is the guy who he
Stitches.
Yeah, in between boxing rounds, he
But the first four names I mentioned are the most important names in this movie, especially Michael B. Jordan, because not only is he starring in it, it is his directorial debut. He will be directing Creed 3.
Michael B. Jordan, I want to apologize for forgetting that your movie is coming out this year. How did this happen to me?
Right. Once again, there's not really much to say about it because we have no idea what Creed 3 is about. All we know is that it's directed by Michael B. Jordan and that Adonis will be fighting against Jonathan Majors' character.
Oh, damn. Jonathan Majors out here playing Bill Benz.
Yo.
Love this for us.
Love Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors is one of my favorite recent. You guys heard me talk about him the other day. Like, he's one of my favorite actors in recent times right now.
Me too. I
agree. He killed it on Loki, The Harder They Fall, so many things, and he continues to kill it. Lovecraft Country. I love this man. He's fantastic. He's a great actor, and Michael B. Jordan is also a fantastic actor. So to see them go head to head in this movie is going to be great. And I love Tessa Thompson. And Felicia Rashad is a legend.
Yep.
She is. She's fantastic. Man.
She is
I just want to hear Jonathan Majors say, Creed ain't about to beat me, Letty.
Oh, no.
Please, somebody throw Journey Smollett in this movie, please. Thank you. Real quick.
I should have said Dallas. That would have been the moment.
But yeah,
I'm so excited for this movie that I forgot existed.
That is my number 6. My number 6 is Creed 3. And I'm so happy that somehow in one round, we managed to disappoint Gabby and Dallas for the same reason.
I apologize to Ryan Johnson on Gabby's behalf. I apologize to Michael B. Jordan from myself.
Don't worry.
I apologize to Ryan Johnson on my behalf and to Michael B. Jordan on Dallas' behalf.
I just don't. Man, I am excited for this movie, and I just forgot
that it was going to come out in 2022.
Yeah, that is wild.
Well, good thing I mentioned it.
It really is. Yeah. Thank you for that.
All right, guys.
It would be somewhere on my list. I don't know where, but it'd be there.
We have reached our top 5.
We did it.
Number 5, Dallas.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Skip.
All right.
You want to know something crazy? It's also my number 5.
Ha! Look at that.
Oh, let's all talk about it because it's my number 5.
What?
Let's
you don't get to skip me if it's the same number.
Yes, I can. Watch me.
I love that all of us were like, mid-range in the list. Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Top 5. Top 5.
Yeah. That teaser that we got during No Way Home, after No Way Home, that's the post-credit scene, I guess you could say, replacement. First off, was completely unexpected.
Yeah, but also, yeah.
It's funny. For me, it wasn't. There's a podcast that I listened to, and they were reporting, I don't know if it was a rumor at the time. It clearly was true. They were saying that someone was reporting after the movie, it was going to be a trailer for Multiverse of Madness. And they were talking about how that's the first time since we got that Avengers trailer after Captain America.
That's really funny because usually I'm like up to date on like rumors and stuff like that. You know, I was trying to stick my head in the sand about anything that happened with Spider-Man No Way Home. So I had no inkling, no idea that like Multiverse of Madness would be given a teaser literally after the movie was over. Like this was going to be like an exclusive. You have to see this movie in order for you to see this teaser.
Also, I want to say this movie is directed by Sam Raimi, who made The Evil Dead and Tobey's Spider-Man movies.
The OG Spideys.
Yes.
The first 2 of which were top tier.
Fantastic. Yes.
Number 3 is not his fault.
No. We'll leave it at that.
It's not his fault.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. And it's written by Jade Haley Bartlett and Michael Waldron, who is a writer for Loki and Rick and Morty.
Ooh, yes.
Michael Waldron is a new, I guess, Feige favorite, you could say. Because it's also rumored that he's writing Feige's Star Wars movie as well.
Ooh.
All right, Michael, do your thing. Get in that bag. I'm super excited because, like we mentioned, Sam Raimi, he likes scary stuff. And they've been saying a lot that this movie's going to dip into the scary.
And also on top of that, Doctor Strange, I believe, is Sam Raimi's favorite Marvel character of all time.
Oh, he's going to go off then.
Spider-Man's not even his favorite Marvel character. It's Doctor Strange, which is why Doctor Strange is mentioned in the original Spider-Man movies. It was a name drop of his favorite hero.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cute. I love this for him.
Yeah, so for him to come back to comic book movies and it's for like his favorite hero.
Right.
Doing something that's entirely crazy anyway because the multiverse and just the trailer.
Speaking of the multiverse.
The trailer made it look crazy.
Yes.
I want to talk about What If. Because toward the end of that trailer.
Oh my God.
When other Doctor Strange shows up, Kayla and I looked at each other like, oh my God, it's happening.
Yes.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh no. When they said What If it's canon, they meant it.
Yeah.
I did not see What If, so I was like, what is going on?
You should have watched What If.
I'm going to tell you now, that nigga is terrifying.
He is horrifying. But what was crazy was because earlier in the trailer, you see the tentacles come out of Doctor Strange. And I was like,
tentacles?
I was like, we've only ever seen that happen on What If.
I've seen enough hentai. I didn't know this.
Yes, Gabby is on board.
I had to. I'm so sorry.
When that happened in the trailer, I was like, we've only seen this happen on What If. And I was like, what has Doctor Strange been doing to make this happen? And then they revealed that, and I was like, oh
that's
no,
what we're doing.
Oh no.
And they show
I don't like it.
I'm gonna nerd out. Shuma Gorath. He's the big eyeball tentacle alien that's in the trailer. So he's a Marvel character, or it's a Marvel character. I'm sorry, Shuma, I don't know your gender. Let me not misgender you. But whatever this thing is, it's a comic book character, and it's not one that I ever thought would be in the movies because it's super obscure. It's an ancient demon with one eye.
That sounds like something out of Lovecraft.
Yeah.
It looks like
probably.
It too.
This is a character that has been rumored to be in the movies for a while now.
Okay.
But definitely could never have suspected Dark Doctor Strange to appear in the movie. And that's wild. I'm super excited about Scarlet Witch showing up.
Yeah, and Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
I'm so glad they brought her back.
And
I was really
Chiwetel's
afraid.
back.
Yes.
With cornrows.
Yeah, I know. Wait.
Yes,
he looks amazing.
My boy Mordo came back with the drip. I was excited.
I was like, yes, I love this for you. Like Electro.
Right? Yeah. That's where you've been. Getting your hair braided.
In the words of Electro, he got that new.
He got the new.
I was like, yo, my boy Mordo came back flexing, bro.
I love it. It's like, we're going to bring back all our black villains and just, do them up real quick.
Flex. Yeah, no, I'm excited about all these people who are showing up. Scarlet Witch, after WandaVision, which I've also talked about this week, having her back, I'm super excited to see where her story is going to go, especially with the way that show ended.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that they treat Rachel McAdams' character a lot better this time around than they did in the first movie. Hope that they gave her more to do. We're getting America Chavez in this movie. We discussed that during our Spider-Man review.
Yep.
I can't wait to see what they do with her. She's a small kid in this movie. Young Avengers status for real.
Yes.
And I'm excited. It's going to be dope. That reveal of Wanda in the trailer.
Yes.
People were hyped and she wasn't even doing it. She was literally like clipping some trees or something.
Just chilling.
And
but she's there. That's all that matters.
And when she's telling Doctor Strange what she did and he's like, yeah, I'm not here about that.
Yeah, forget all that.
And she's like, ooh, it must be a big deal.
Yeah, it must
You're not
be
here for that.
Yeah, so
She's like, you're not here for that when I put these people in mind prison?
For months.
it was only
I made a whole town disappear.
It was like a few weeks, wasn't it? It wasn't
it was a lot to do.
It was a long time.
I think it was like
poor
I think it
people.
was a week.
No.
I don't know.
It wasn't that.
Either way, it's a lot.
Longer.
And he didn't even worry about that.
He wouldn't know. He said, I got bigger things to deal with, like this multiverse that's falling apart.
Exactly.
Oof.
Visuals are looking dope. I'm hoping that they're better than the ones in Doctor Strange. Not that the ones in Doctor Strange are bad.
Those were great.
The visuals were great. They were very reminiscent of Inception.
Yeah.
I was hoping for something a little bit more mind trippy. And we might get a little bit more mind trippy this time around.
Okay.
I'm sorry, do you not remember when that man flew into his own eyeball and was surrounded by disembodied hands?
Oh, Lord.
I wanted more.
I don't want it. No.
Why would you want more?
I wanted more.
You know
Okay,
what?
Sam Raimi gonna give it to
what we want is we want that Mysterio scene from Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean,
Far From Home.
We
should have kept that. We should have kept the count going, guys. We should have kept the count going.
Far From Home.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
I'm excited about this one. It's gonna be fire.
And that's all of our number 5, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All
I
of
think
our
this
number
was
5.
What's funny is it was initially like my number 10 or 9 or something, and once that teaser came out,
wow.
I was like, well, jump.
It jumps.
You know what? Footage will help you out a lot.
It does.
That's true.
And seeing as Doctor Strange, I mentioned it in the Spider-Man review, seeing as Doctor Strange is pretty low on my MCU ranking list. For this to be this high up is actually very surprising.
True. They're doing their thing.
All right. So that was our number 5, all of which we all chose Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
We did.
Now we're on to number 4. Dallas?
Number 4 is Nope.
Okay.
Right, Gabby, you had number 4. No, you had Nope at somewhere else, right?
I think she had number 6.
6, yes.
Oh, yeah. You forgot about Knives Out.
Let's talk.
Nope is written and directed by Jordan Peele, who gave us Get Out and Us, and, Key and Peele. It stars Daniel Kaluuya, Keke Palmer, and Steven Yeun.
What a
Yeun.
cast.
Yes.
I don't know anything about this movie
No one does.
except what I just told you, and I'm still
And
hyped.
the poster.
Yo, so hyped.
And the poster has like a cloud or something.
But
With
the
a
name
kite.
for this.
Right.
And the kite string hanging
Yeah,
out the
kind of
cloud.
stream from a cloud. It's very obscure. But also the fact that he made a black horror movie that's just called Nope was enough for me to be excited.
Yep.
Because we were talking about it. Kayla and I were talking about it yesterday. And we were saying that this would be our favorite movie. If it's like 5 minutes, the first thing that happens, Daniel Kaluuya walks into a spooky house. He just says, nope, turns around, and credits roll.
That's just a perfect horror movie.
That'd be amazing.
That is the
There's
movie.
nothing for us over there.
Exactly. Ain't nothing for us over there.
It's one of my favorite videos.
It's great.
It's like a perfect
Ain't
video.
nothing for us that way. I love it.
Why is that man waving?
He looked distraught. Yeah, we don't know anything about this movie except who's involved, and that's enough for me.
This is why I love the most anticipated movies of the year, because it's usually us being like, I have no information about this movie.
Exactly.
I'm
No,
just
but
excited.
I'm hyped, man. I'm super hyped. Let's go.
I love Jordan Peele. I love Get Out. I love Us. He's great.
I love
and
us
he's
too.
bringing back
I love us.
Daniel Kaluuya. So yes, bro.
Right. This cast is fire. The director's fire. The name's
Also,
fantastic.
Keke Palmer is a delight, and I'm really glad that her career is kind of doing it, just kicking off again.
Yeah, ebbs and flows.
She was just on
flows.
Insecure, and she was great.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
She was just recently on Insecure, which she kind of manifested on Twitter. So,
Yes, love this for her.
because that's how things happen nowadays. You
As it
manifest it on Twitter.
It didn't work for me yet, but
Hey guys,
I'm
we're still
trying.
waiting on you guys to like and subscribe. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit the subscribe
yeah, 'cause I've
button.
been manifesting that every week, and
Yes.
y'all just ain't coming through. So
We just
Every
we
so
need
often,
it.
one of you does, but
Yeah.
not all of you. Nope. Yeah. Nope.
yep, that's nope.
Gabby, number 4.
See, that's no.
Thank you for translating that into
That
Spanish.
was stupid.
What is your number 4?
My number 4 is Turning Red,
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
which is an adorable Pixar.
I have to
movie.
be honest. There were so many movies that I was like somewhat excited for next year, and I was just like, you guys can't all make the list.
Yeah.
Gabby, tell us about the Hulk, but for furries.
Oh my god, I'm so. Of course. Okay.
Colin is also very excited about this film, for the record. So
Yeah, it's funny that
Oh, God.
Colin and Gabby both have this on their list. I wonder why.
I don't know if it's on Colin's list, but we'll find
I'm
out.
sure it is.
Gabby's
Lord.
boyfriend is here, and he is of no help to her.
What's he gonna do? Say she's not a furry? That's what you would do.
Has she said it yet?
Not lately.
We're never gonna get through
You
this
pause your
episode.
timer real quick. And you can pause
Goodness
yourself.
gracious. Okay. Turning Red. It is a Pixar movie. It is directed by Domi Shi.
Domi Shi made Bao.
This is her yes, she made Bao, and then
Wow,
this is
Bao
also
is
her
great.
Mhm.
yes. It is her directorial debut.
Her feature one,
Or her
I would
feature
assume.
one, yes. Because she did direct
Bow.
And it stars Rosalie Chiang, Sandra Oh, Ava Morris, Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, Hyen Park, Orion Lee, Wai Ching Ho, and James Hong.
Jordan Fisher's also going to be in this movie. I've said it 1,000 times so far, and I'm going to keep saying it.
I'm sorry, yes. And
I mean, he doesn't star in the movie. I just
No,
like
he's in
mentioning
the
it.
boy band that they have a picture of.
Yeah, I just like mentioning
still
it.
love it.
Of course.
And the premise of the movie is a 13-year-old girl suddenly turns into a giant red panda whenever she gets too excited, which honestly love this so much. I love red pandas. So a whole movie with like a little girl turning into a gigantic red panda sounds fantastic. And I saw the trailer. I'm like, this just seems like very delightful, very sweet, lovely coming of age story. And Pixar, they're going to make it deep. And I'm going to feel feelings, and I'm going to learn something about myself and the world at the same time.
That's true.
So I'm just really excited. It looks really great. I saw the trailer. I was like, I didn't even know this was a thing that was coming out, and it's delightful. The main character is a character of color.
We love to see it.
Love to see it.
Remember
Pixar.
what we said last time about that?
About what? What did we
About
say
it being the
last
first Pixar movie about Asian people, but they've also had movies about cars and about toys and about...
time? They had a list of priorities. They're like toys, cars, dinosaurs. I guess black people can get one, and then Asians.
I
Why
guess
not?
Mexicans can have one too.
Right.
Yeah.
They got the people of color way after the toys and the cars.
They waited.
They got
really...
a Cars trilogy, but that's fine. Yeah,
But we
they
still
do what
love
they do.
Pixar all the same.
Speaking of loving Pixar and what they do, have they gotten away from the thick moms? Are they not doing that
Oh
anymore?
no, there's a thick mom in this. I'm pretty sure.
Is she?
I'm
I don't know.
pretty
I wasn't
sure
looking. That's you
the
guys'
mom is
thing.
thick. Thick with 2 C's.
I like that we have things that just some of us overlap on and some of us overlap on other
Yeah.
things. And,
I appreciate Pixar animation.
Gabby
Gabby likes animals.
Gabby and Colin got the animal
Oh,
movies.
Lord
Exactly.
above.
Dallas and Gabby over here talking about thick Pixar moms. If you like that.
I mean, it's hard to miss, man.
Right.
Like an absolute dump truck.
Oh my
Like,
God.
every time.
We need to move on. We
Okay.
need to move
I'm
on.
just saying,
What's
like
your
they
number?
put in their effort for that art. We need to appreciate it.
Yeah,
Oh.
we do. What's
You-
your number? What's
You
your
guys
number
are
four, though,
appreciating it, all right. My number 4 is the one that Gabby almost cried over, Knives Out 2.
Let's talk about it, please.
Let's
Knives
do it.
Out
But also,
2.
again, I'm very sorry.
It would have been her
Ryan
number 1, but she
Johnson. It
forgot.
would have been my number 1.
Anyway, Knives Out 2. Plot is unknown. We don't know. We just know it's the sequel to Knives Out. The movie stars Daniel Craig, Katherine Hahn, Jessica Henwick, Dave Bautista, Ethan Hawke, Ed Norton, Kate Hudson, Madeline Klein, Janelle Monáe, and Leslie Odom Jr.
Yes, this cast.
Everybody has their
Directed
mama.
and written by Ryan Johnson. That's all I really need to know.
Honestly, same.
I love Ryan Johnson. He's one of my favorite directors. This cast is stacked.
And Benoit Blanc was like
Amazing.
the best part of that movie.
It's my favorite thing Daniel Craig has ever done.
For real.
It
It's
also
amazing.
might be my favorite thing that Daniel
Yeah,
Craig has ever done.
it's definitely my favorite thing too.
And I say that as a person who just recently binge watched all of his James Bond movies.
True. Yes.
Benoit Blanc is probably the best thing I've ever seen
It's
Daniel
hilarious.
Craig do.
Oh,
I mean,
it's so great.
what an accent. What an accent.
love
What
it.
a choice.
But also Ryan Johnson is very good at writing these mystery. I mean, first off, I just think Rian Johnson is a fantastic writer, period. Yeah. But he's really good with these mystery movies and has made something that's like Agatha Christie but contemporary for today's modern audience.
Exactly.
And he did it really well. Super well.
He's also really great at genre subversion.
Yes, he is.
He knows really...
And trope subversion.
Yeah, he's really great at giving you the exact thing that you want, but also turning it on its head at the same time. It's wild. I don't know how he does it. But
it also pisses people off, as we've seen over the past few years. Anyway.
It does. I still stand The Last Jedi.
I'm going to say, if you're talking about Star Wars, you can piss off Star Wars fans.
Pretty easily.
With anything.
Oh,
anything.
Yeah.
I say as a Star Wars fan.
Stormtrooper color and oof.
Buddy.
So.
Buddy. Anyway. But it reminds me, because this is reminding me of, Dallas recently posted a video on his Facebook about whether or not having spoilers ruins a story. And I said in response, even though I hadn't watched the video yet, I don't think spoilers ruin the story, but I think that it can ruin the experience. Yeah. So for instance, Knives Out was the first movie that came to mind. Because I don't think knowing spoilers about Knives Out would have ruined the movie, because it just helps to make the movie make sense as a story.
Yeah.
Right.
But you would not have the same experience that first time watching it if you knew how the story was going to play out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For mystery movies, that's not something you want to like ruin that experience for.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Especially one like Knives Out.
Yes.
Right. And going into that movie, you think, oh, we have to find out how he died, who killed him.
Yeah.
But the subversion is, that's not what the mystery is. We know how he died. We know who killed him. Easy, like act one.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the movie is,
how do you get away with
everything else? How are we going to deal with it?
Yeah.
But like, and even then, like once you've seen it the first time, cool. That experience is great. You get to figure out the mystery with the characters. It's awesome. It's really fun. And then after that, once you know all the information, the second viewing, the third viewing, all those viewings are just as great because it's a mystery movie.
Right.
So you get to watch these movies knowing all these details and seeing, oh, I didn't notice that the first time, or oh, this, or oh, that.
That's what's great about mystery movies is the first time and second time experience are totally different.
Yeah, but I think that's the same for any movie. Like if you know things before the movie actually happens, your first time experience now becomes your second experience instead.
Yeah. Which is a bummer.
Which is why I believe in like the experience so much, which is why I don't like when people spoil things for me, because I'm like, no, I want to experience it for myself.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm such a stickler about it. I'm kind of an asshole about it, but I won't fight somebody about it. But I will
I think you might.
No, I won't fight somebody over it, but I will be disappointed.
Have you ever had a Rian Johnson movie spoiled for you?
No.
Yeah, see, let somebody spoil Knives Out, you're gonna get violent. Them knives gonna come out.
I don't know. I haven't gotten violent over spoilers before.
Hopefully we don't have
But
to
also,
find out.
I feel like a Knives Out movie would be hard to spoil because it's just like you need a little bit more context. Like you can't just be like, it was who and so all along. Because in the case of this movie, it was like, it was suicide the whole time? No.
Right. Like that's
it's
not a
like,
mystery.
wait, that doesn't make any sense. Exactly. You need more context. So
Sure.
it would be a little bit harder to spoil these. But still, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
I don't know. But I feel that way about every movie. But yeah, that's my number 4, Knives Out 2. I don't need to know much more about it. It's a mystery movie by Rian Johnson with a dope ensemble cast. Which also includes Catherine Hahn. Like, come on.
Shout out to Catherine Hahn, Olivia Octavius. We love her.
Yes, our Lord and Savior.
It was Agatha all along.
It was Agatha all along.
All right, so we in top 3?
Top 3, guys. Top 3.
three.
I feel like me and Dallas are about to start skipping each other all over the place.
What?
Actually, I think Dallas might just be skipping me all over the place.
We'll see. We'll see how this works out. But right now, my number 3 is John Wick Chapter 4.
Let's talk about it.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
It is directed by Chad Stahelski, who directed all these movies, and is written by Shay Hatton and Michael Finch. I don't know the names, but Shay wrote John Wick Chapter 3 and Army of the Dead, and Michael Finch wrote Predators and American Assassin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love John Wick Chapter 3, so that's actually my favorite John Wick movie so far.
It's a dope one. It stars Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, Lance Reddick, Donnie Yen, and Ian McShane.
Damn.
Dope.
I don't know a lot about this movie, but the fact that Donnie Yen is in it makes me very excited.
Also, I love Lawrence Fishburne.
Right. And Lawrence Fishburne is part of these movies. We know that. I think these movies are great because every time they build something new, in the way that I don't know how they're going to at this point, because by the time we got through 3, we had a king in the desert that had to
It's wild,
he had
man.
to go meet.
We had a
with
bunch
Halle
of secret
Berry.
societies.
Right.
Dude, those dogs with Halle Berry, that was really cool though.
Those dogs are fire. Everybody in New York is a hitman.
Yeah.
For some reason, there's a
Okay.
secret society of homeless people. It's all dope.
Well, that's what I'm excited about, the secret society of homeless people, because like you were saying, world building in these movies, I think that the world building is one of the best aspects of these movies.
Yeah.
Maybe number 2. Number 1 is the action, but number 2 is definitely the world building.
The world
And that's
building
why-
is what addicted me to these movies.
Yeah. But the action is why I'm excited for Donnie Yen, because we know that
Oh
he
my
gets down.
God.
They always do in the John Wick movies. So just seeing him throw hands with anybody, I'm with it.
Yeah, but like the world building, like we left off with John Wick 3 with like it kind of teased that we're going to learn more about the Society of Homeless People because Lawrence Fishburne is like the leader of them, and and the movie ended with him.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to see how that expands in this movie and what we're going to learn about him and his society.
About.
Yeah. But the action is always going to be dope. Like I'm never concerned. The action will be dope.
How do you pick it up from? He killed people with horses.
Yeah.
He used horses as a murder weapon.
Yeah, and he actually was riding those horses. Like, it's wild.
And then the dog sequence. I mean, come on.
The frickin' dogs. I was like, I know dogs are murderous animals. They can be. But the way that they use them, and then, like, you know, they had to train Halle Berry to work with those dogs. Like, the talent.
So good.
The sequences. The stunts.
Yeah, John Wick is one of the best action movies, like, period.
And because of how they train up their actors, the kind of filmmaking that can be done with this action is like,
this is why Chad Stahelski and like David Leitch have become like the two most wanted second unit action directors.
Yes, because they're dope.
Because I think they did some of the action for Birds of Prey. I think they did some of the action for Black Widow. Like,
yeah, haven't they worked with Disney before? Yeah,
they do a lot of their second unit stuff for like their Marvel movies. I think they did some of Civil War as well.
Yeah, and I think one of them had something to do with Atomic Blonde.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think they were the producers or something.
Why not? I don't know. Anything that has dope fight scenes
it's probably them.
If it's made by white people, it's those two because they're great.
But yeah,
Gabby, prove me wrong.
That's your number 3?
Yes, John Wick Chapter 4 is my number 3. Also, I don't know if it's going to tie into the ballerina. But if it does, that would be dope, especially if Ana de Armas is playing the ballerina.
I would like to see it.
I would love it. Gabby, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is going to get skipped, but it's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Skip.
Mine might also get skipped because my number 3 is Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
And skip.
Oh, you guys. Are you guys ready for the thing? What's your number 2? Because now we are at number 2.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
I knew it was.
Of course.
I knew it was.
Gabby, you really forgot about this movie?
For some reason, I thought it was coming out next year.
Okay.
No. Oh, 2023?
Yeah, otherwise
probably
it would have been on my top 3.
Because of all the controversy that keeps going on.
Yeah,
in this
movie. I was like, is it? I don't trust this internet source that I'm currently
I was about to say, Gabby, if you don't have this movie on your list, that's a microaggression.
It would have been my top 3.
Got it. We can accept
but,
you again.
you know, Gabby also often forgets whenever we do these.
Right. And she forgot Knives Out. Like, that's her most
and
anticipated movie of the year. And it's not on her list.
Of the year, so.
Yeah. We can't even blame her for that part at this point.
Right. But yeah, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, directed by Ryan Coogler, written by Ryan Coogler and Joe Robert Cole, and stars Lupita Nyong'o, Danai Gurira, Angela Bassett, Winston Duke, Martin Freeman, Letitia Wright, question mark,
and Dominique Thorne.
Cool.
Wait, is it Dominique Thorne?
Don't know.
Hold on. Yes, Dominique Thorne. And Michaela Cole is also in this movie.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. She's dope. I haven't seen Chewing Gum or the really, really sad Netflix one.
Chewing Gum's amazing. Everyone watch it.
Thank you for the recommendation.
Great. Dominique Thorne. I'm super excited about that, though, because she's playing Riri Williams.
Oh, that's super dope.
And I love Riri.
Yep.
Yes. Bring all the Young Avengers in.
Ironheart.
Ironheart. Let's do it.
Yeah, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
It's going to be dope. Like, it can't not be dope.
I hope so, because of all of the production issues that they seem to be having with this movie.
I mean, are there a lot? I've only heard of Letitia Wright.
We started off with the legend, the king himself, Chadwick Boseman, passing away.
Yes.
So then you got to rewrite the entire movie to not revolve around T'Challa, a.k.a. the Black Panther himself.
Yeah, that's tricky.
And then
Black Panther.
And then we come into COVID times and we get all these rumors about Letitia Wright being an anti-vaxxer. She also got injured on set, which is the reason why they had to postpone shooting again and delay it to January 2022, which is the same year that this movie is supposed to come out.
Which is why I was like, I don't believe this internet source is telling me that this movie's coming out this year.
But right now it's supposed to come out November 2022.
Just finish it without her. And then we're fine. We're sure. I don't know. She got COVID. Moving on.
Listen, we are excited off the strength of the first Black Panther movie, off the strength of Ryan Coogler's direction, his vision. He did such an amazing job with the first Black Panther, and I have such great faith that even though this is probably a very hard job for him to do right now,
definitely,
that he's probably gonna pull it off.
He's never disappointed me.
I've never been disappointed, not once.
He's Ryan Coogler. He's that dude.
Fruitvale Station, Creed, Black Panther.
He's undefeated.
Winning out here.
And also just what this movie was.
Oh, dude. The hype, the cultural moments.
A Marvel movie with a theater full of black people in Pasadena, not Atlanta.
Some people dressed in African garb.
My dad saw this movie more than once in theaters.
Wow.
I ain't seen none of these Marvel movies.
How many times did you see Black Panther in theaters?
When it first came out, 5. And then they were doing a thing at AMC, like, hey, we're bringing it back. So I thought again.
Well, yeah, I went with you for that one.
Right.
I think I saw it 4 times in theaters.
Beautiful.
The most I've ever seen a movie in theaters is 5.
I think same.
Yeah,
it deserves it.
4 times.
Also, it was also my first drive-in movie that I ever saw.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was one of my 4. So.
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Black Panther was a moment, guys. It was a very big moment in time.
It was.
I wasn't even in Pasadena for it.
That would have made it so much better.
But yeah, my mom and my youngest brother visited me at college the weekend that it came out. So I went to go see it the Thursday night with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then that Friday when my mom got to town with my brother, me, her, him, and then my other brother, who also went to the same school as me, we all went to go see it. So I saw it twice in 2 days. I was not playing. I was like, we live in this Black Panther life, guys.
Black Excellence, the movie.
Black Excellence, the movie.
I asked to leave work early once so I could watch it with you guys. You guys were like, yeah, we're going to go to Black Panther tonight. And I was like, cool, count me in. And I went to my supervisor. I was like, can I please leave early so I can watch Black Panther with my friends?
I respect
it. Yeah,
it.
you can go.
I mean, come on. It was such a moment that they were like, yeah, we're going to be playing it for free for Black History Month at AMC. Come watch it. It was like, great. Thank you.
Yes.
Love that for us.
Thank you, AMC. Did something for us.
I'm ready to see what Ryan Coogler is going to give us. It's one of those things where, like, I was going to be super excited for it regardless. If our man Chadwick Boseman was still alive, you know, we'd still be super pumped about it. Even still, I'm very curious and excited to see what Ryan Coogler is going to do not using T'Challa.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't recast T'Challa. I know that there
are
arguments on both sides, and I can see the merits of both arguments. But just with how this happened, I feel like that should just
this
be
wouldn't be
character.
if Marvel were ever to recast, which they say they will never recast, but if they were to do it, the second movie would not have been the time to do
not
it.
right.
Yeah.
No, not the next one. Like, give it some time.
I think that's probably why they're choosing not to.
Yeah, give us until the third movie, which probably won't come out until 2027 at this point, and and you know, maybe then people will be okay. But Marvel is very intent on the fact that they are not planning to recast it, even though Chadwick Boseman's brother says that Chadwick would probably have preferred that they recast the character. But we'll see what happens with this second movie. I'm excited to see what Ryan Coogler is going to do and how he's going to expand Wakanda, because what they've been saying is that it's going to revolve around the country Wakanda itself and the world that they've built within it.
Oh, dope. That makes sense. You know, Wakanda Forever is the title.
Yep.
Hopefully Letitia Wright don't get that Omarion variant and we can all move forward.
My number 2 is Operation Fortune.
Hey! Guy Ritchie.
My body is ready. This movie looks like it's going to be so much fun. And also, I love that it's Operation Fortune : Ruse de Guerre, because it implies there's going to be more Operation Fortunes. Okay. And this is already like, I'm already like, yes, give me more. Because I wish it was the Gentleman : something else, because I wanted more from that universe too.
Oh man, if
you never know.
More.
Like,
wait, aren't we getting more? I think they're making a TV series spinoff off of the Gentleman.
Oh,
don't play with me.
I'll look it up while you guys talk
look
about
it up
this.
because if that's real life, we're about to.
Man,
yes.
Freaking all the remixes of Boxes of Bush. About
yes, hella. Please, music video in the middle of each.
Yeah, The Gentleman, based on Guy Ritchie comedy and works at Miramax TV. This is news from last year.
I love it.
Okay. So really quick, for those of you that don't know, Operation Fortune: Ruse de Guerre is directed by Guy Ritchie. Hell to the yes. Written by Ritchie, Ivan Atkinson, and Martin Davies.
Yes.
The film stars Jason Statham, Aubrey Plaza, which yes, absolutely yes. Josh Hartnett, Carrie Elwes, which also yes. Bugsy Malone, rooting for a music video in the middle of this movie, and Hugh Grant playing a scumbag again. Yes. Ugh. Love this for us.
I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah. And then the premise is super spy Orson Fortune and his team of top operatives recruit Hollywood's biggest movie star, Danny Francesco, to help them on an undercover mission to stop billionaire arms dealer Greg Simmons, played by scumbag Hugh Grant, from selling a deadly new weapons technology that threatens to disrupt the world order. Cannot wait. I can't stress how much I'm excited about this movie.
I'm super hyped for this movie. It looks like it has the tone of The Gentleman.
Yep.
And then you take the leading man from Wrath of Man, who's Jason Statham, who is hilarious, by the way.
Yes.
If you've seen Spy,
yes,
you know Jason Statham is very funny.
Yeah, like him, like riffing off of The Rock.
Yeah, he's a funny dude. And Wrath of Man was more of a serious movie, so we didn't get that. And Josh Hartnett was in that as well. Josh Hartnett, if you've seen Lucky Number 11, you know it's also super dope, also super funny.
I've never seen Lucky Number 11.
I feel like that's not the movie to reference Josh Hartnett, but also it's the perfect movie to reference.
The movie I don't know.
Well, because people don't really know what that movie is.
I don't know that people know Josh Hartnett.
People do. He's famous.
For what?
He was like a heartthrob in the early 2000s.
That's true.
All right, I didn't watch those movies.
He was in Pearl Harbor, y'all.
You definitely didn't. But what's funny is Lucky Number 11 is his #1 movie on IMDb.
Wild.
Yeah, look at that. Because it's dope as hell.
But he was in 30 Days of Night, The Faculty.
30 Days of Night.
Black Dahlia.
I'm telling you, he was.
None of these sound like heartthrobbing movies. Vampires and death.
I'm telling you, he was an early 2000 heartthrob.
I believe
and I feel like I know my heartthrobs.
You do. That's always been your thing.
You're the one to talk to about that for
Speaking
sure.
of heartthrobs, Aubrey Plaza is so deadpan and weird in this trailer.
I love her. Do the line from with the gun.
He's like, oh my God, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna shoot at them, David. Sorry, Danny. I'm gonna shoot at them, Danny. The way that she does that is just like, Danny, stop being an idiot. What do you think I'm going to do with this gun?
But also, while she's like reloading a gun and about to point it,
the dynamic between all of these characters looks fantastic. From the beginning, that first scene in the trailer when Jason Statham comes out, like, you said it would be clear. She said, I said the front would be clear. And he looks back, front, back, right, wrong. She's like, yeah.
Guy Ritchie has like really good action comedy timing.
Yes.
Yeah, he's great at that.
And he's also really good at the dynamics between people in movies like this. You know, Man from U.N.C.L.E., a lot of people love the dynamic between Henry Cavill's character and Armie Hammer's character.
Same.
And then all the dynamics from The Gentleman. Like, that's really what makes that movie work.
Yeah.
Along with the crazy dialogue that Guy Ritchie does.
Ugh, it's so good.
Guy Ritchie has a very unique style, and nobody does a movie like Guy Ritchie, which is why movies like this work for him, because this is very much niche Guy Ritchie.
Just like style.
I also want to shout out Eddie Marsan. He's a lesser known actor, but he pops up all the time.
I know that name.
He's in The Gentleman. He's in Atomic Blonde. He's in Deadpool 2. He's Blessed are the wicked who are healed by my hand. That guy from Deadpool 2 who was like torturing Fire Fist.
Oh,
you've seen this man before.
Yeah, I know
Deadpool 2,
that
Atomic
man.
Blonde.
Yes,
The Gentleman.
I know him.
He pops up in this trailer. I don't know who he's playing, but I think he's a frequent collaborator with Guy Ritchie.
He's
in both of the Sherlock Holmes movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could say that.
Oh, he plays Captain
I know his
Lestrade.
face. Yeah, I just was looking him up. I know his face. Like if I see him, I'm like, I know that guy.
Very recognizable face.
You know his face. This is to the audience.
Some actors you just know them by their face, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Right, like
he's probably got like beloved character actor as one of his descriptions on like.
It's like Richard Kind. I didn't know what Richard Kind's name was until like this past year.
Yeah, but you know his face and you know his voice.
Yep.
Or for black people, that tall dude from Row Bounce.
Oh, I know him. I just worked with him.
Yes, I know him too.
I know his name, but it's way funnier to just call him dude from Row Bounce, because I bet if you Google black dude, tall Row Bounce, Wesley Jonathan's going to pop up.
Yep.
But yeah, shout out to him.
It's funny. I just worked with him last year. So.
Oh, tell him what's up.
What? Tom, I loved him in Roll Bounce.
Tell him, yeah, we all love him in Row Bounce.
He's a really nice dude, by the way.
Isn't he? Wasn't he in What I Like About You with Amanda Bynes? No.
Oh, I think he was in that. Yeah.
Oh, it's not. I just know him from the black
Okay,
movies.
anyway, yes. No, but that was, Guy Ritchie's new movie. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yes, to me, what's your number 2?
Hey, guys, so you know that thing that's been happening a lot in these episodes sometimes where I'll say something and then immediately after Dallas will say it? You guys want to see it happen again?
Yes, it will. I know what you're going to say.
My number 2 is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Skip.
Yeah, but keep that in mind, guys, because I have to give Colin's top 10 before we can give you guys our number 1s.
That is correct.
So, Colin's top 10 most anticipated movies of 2022. It's a shocking list for me, in my opinion. Number 10, The Batman. Number 9, Uncharted. Number 8, Super Mario Brothers. Number 7, The Bad Guys. That one's not surprising.
Of course it's not surprising.
Number 6, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Number 5, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Number 4, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Number 3, Thor, Love and Thunder. Number 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And number 1, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Now let us continue. Dallas, what's your number 1? What did I just say?
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
So let's talk about it.
Of course it is.
Wow.
Demi, time out.
Yes.
Did we talk about the Batman?
No.
We didn't.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is directed by Joaquin Dos Santos. He is known for a lot of animated stuff. He worked on Justice League Unlimited, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and The Legend of Korra.
Nice.
all of which are amazing.
That's a plus for me. Legend of Korra is my thing.
And also these movies, all the Spider-Verse movies have to have multiple directors. So also directed by Kent Powers, who wrote One Night in Miami and directed and wrote Soul.
Which we love to see because I love both those movies.
Right. Pixar was like, all right, black people exist. And then the third director is Justin K. Thompson. I don't know what he's done because I use Wikipedia, not IMDb. I'm sorry to me.
I'm on IMDb right now.
Thank you.
He's only directed one. Nope. Both of these things are upcoming movies, and it's Across the Spider-Verse.
Boom.
Those are the only things he's ever directed. But he does have other credits in other departments, mostly in the animation department.
I respect it. This is a dope animated movie, I'm sure. And you got to get animation people for it.
Okay, I just want to mention,
we
were talking about this movie when we talked about Rise of the Guardians, and we were saying how we need to put more respect on Peter Ramsey's name.
Mm-hmm.
And we said he needed to take a break from Spider-Verse to work on a sequel for Rise of the Guardians. He's not even working on this movie. What were we thinking?
Damn. Damn.
Yeah, I don't like that. I wish it would come back. Anyway, the movie stars. Oh, it's written by Lord and Miller and David Callahan.
Yay.
And it stars Shameik Moore, Oscar Isaac, Haley Steinfeld.
Issa Rae, boy, let's go.
Oscar Isaac? What?
You knew that.
You knew that.
I didn't.
He's 2049.
Well, I knew he was 2049, but
yeah.
I didn't know he was going to be like starring.
2049 is a Blade Runner movie. This is Spider-Man 2099.
No, sorry, 99. Sorry. 2049.
But yeah, he came back for this one.
Oh,
He's playing the same dude. Issa Rae, I think, is playing Spider-Woman.
She's playing Jessica Drew.
Which is interesting. I like that.
And Jake Johnson's returning as Peter B.
As he should, because Jake Johnson's amazing.
Oh, he was talent. Amazing. Love him.
Yeah, you could have told me nothing about this movie, and it would still be my number one.
We don't need to know anything else.
Because Spider-Verse is just the best.
But
we don't need to know anything else.
Y'all, that first look,
we did get a first look.
It was dope.
I appreciate it.
And we didn't know we was getting the part one until we saw the first look.
Right. No, I know. We're getting two of these.
We're getting two.
And they're both going to be my most anticipated movies.
Woo.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We love the first one. If you heard our top 5 Spider-Man movies episode,
it was number one for everybody.
It was number one for everybody.
Be.
Gabby wasn't here, and it was her number one. But
you're not wrong.
Because it's the best Spider-Man
really
movie.
Is.
Yeah, it's exciting we're getting a second one. That was like I feel like the first movie was the biggest surprise of that year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To everybody.
Like unexpected.
Yeah. I knew it would be dope, but
it was the sleeper hit.
A year that for me is one of just my favorite movie.
That was a packed year. We got Blind Spotting that year.
Blind Spotting, Incredibles 2.
That was a great movie year.
What was the Avengers movie that came out in 2018?
That was Infinity War.
Well, that was a painful one.
They were doing, man, that year was packed. But
that year, yeah.
This is my favorite movie that year.
This was my third favorite movie of that year, and it only came after Black Panther and Blind Spotting.
Right. Man, shout out to Black Excellence. Your top 3?
Yeah.
Love to see it.
It was crazy that year.
But yeah, it looks dope. We got the back and forth between Miles and Gwen again.
So good.
It's just so adorable.
The different animation styles are going to hit again.
Right.
Because we already saw it in this first look.
Oscar Isaac coming through looking kind of scary as Miguel. I don't know what he's doing, but it doesn't look friendly. Hopefully.
It's definitely not friendly neighborhood.
Is it going to be...
It's going to be what?
What's the English accent? What does he say?
Oh, and, oh my God. Moon Knight? What are you... throwing things.
Every time
Gabby's so excited she's throwing things around my apartment.
What does he say? I don't know.
I can't tell the difference between...
Where's Colin when we do that?
I know. I can't remember the line. I can't tell the difference between
my waking life.
My waking life or my nightmares. Oscar Isaac, we love you, man. We got some questions about that action.
I love you so much.
Oh, that's actually very true. Oscar Isaac is one of the actors on this podcast that we talk about a lot, and we always have nothing but great things to say about him, except that Moon Knight accent. Anyway,
Yup.
Super excited to see what they're gonna do with this movie. The fun thing is we have no idea where this movie is going to go except across the Spider-Verse. So let's go on an adventure, guys. They all came to Miles' universe last time. Now it's time for Miles to go to everybody else's universe.
Yay, it's only fair.
And I don't know what the soundtrack is going to sound like, but I know it's going to be fire.
Fire.
Because, man, they had some hits on that first one. Yes, that's one of them.
And I also just love Haley Steinfeld's Gwen Stacy. She's just great.
She is so dope.
She's fantastic.
She is dope.
The first movie made me love her. Yeah, Across the Spider-Verse. It looks dope. It's going to be dope.
Oh, snap. According to Chris Miller, Nicolas Cage is confirmed to return as Spider-Man Noir.
Yes. Yes.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh, so wild. Dude, that new Nicolas Cage movie about to be
it
wild.
Also, one of the most exciting features about this movie, for me, it comes out on my birthday.
It does. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, you're like your average 30-year-old going to see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
It's a Spider-Man cartoon.
You're not wrong.
We love it.
Literally on my 30th birthday,
Like-
I'm going to go see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and I'm going to be happy about it.
And you're not gonna be the only 30-year-old there.
Oh,
Probably
without sans children, like.
Whatever Spider-Man movie's coming out when I'm 50, I'm first in line.
Yep. And you're gonna be like elbowing children
Oh,
out of the
yeah.
way, like, this is not for you.
Once again, I will be waiting 3 hours for Spider-Man tickets at the age of 50. No.
I would still farm a child with no problem. All right, that was my number one.
Gabby, what is your number one?
My number one is Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, let's talk
I
about
love
it.
the little, you guys can't see it, but the little Sailor Moon pose that Gabby did when she said her number one was beautiful.
It goes with my voice. Okay, Thor: Love and Thunder. Let's go. It is directed by Taika Waititi, written by Taika Waititi and Jennifer Caton Robinson.
Nice.
It is starring, oh, here we go. It's about to be a list. Let me take a deep breath. Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson, Natalie Portman, Christian Bale, Chris Pratt, Jamie Alexander, Pom Clementieff, Dave Bautista, Karen Gillan, Sean Gunn, Jeff Goldblum, and Vin Diesel. Cannot wait.
Wild.
Wait, where's Bradley Cooper's name in this?
I
They
don't know,
probably
maybe
just
they
haven't
ran out of
added
room.
Bradley Cooper.
Also, for those who don't know, Jennifer Caton Robinson wrote and directed the movie Someone Great, which I didn't see, but I feel like you did because it's a
Oh,
rom-com.
I did.
I've heard it's great.
Oh, that one. That's the movie that made Lizzo's Truth Hurts super
Popular?
popular because it's three women singing that song in their underwear in a kitchen and relatable AF. It's
But yes.
basically the way all of us sing that song.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
We know nothing about this movie other than
It's Thor.
it's Thor and Natalie Portman about to play Thor, Lady
gosh.
Thor, Woman Thor. What is it?
Lady Thor.
Lady
I'm
Thor.
so happy they got Natalie Portman back.
Dude,
'Cause
same.
I'm going to be honest. I thought they were never going to get her back. That woman seemed like she was like, nope, never want to go back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I have no interest in that at all. And somehow Taika Waititi was like, I got you.
He was like,
I
hey,
got.
girl.
I'm gonna take care of you. I got you. I have a good enough story for this. Come back and
He
like.
was like, also you get to play Thor, and she was like, "Are you kidding me?" And he was like, "No, you literally, it says right here, you get to play Thor."
It
She was
says
like,
right
"I'm
here.
down."
This is us guessing what happened, guys. We don't know for certain.
We
if this
weren't
is
in
what
the
happened.
room.
I wish we were.
They got her back for What If, right?
They
she
did
do
get
the
her back
voice?
for What If. That was when I knew for certain that
That
they
she's
had
back.
convinced her to come back
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Yes, babe.
Because I was like, yo, she don't want nothing to do with this universe. After they fired Patty Jenkins from directing Thor: The Dark World, yo, I heard Natalie was not happy.
And they twisted her arm to make her still be in the movie. Oof.
Yeah, she was
No.
not pleased. But also, like, Taika Waititi has done such a great job of like giving Thor the
soft
Thor
reboot.
franchise a makeover.
Like a soft
Yeah.
reboot.
Yeah, like
It's fun though.
Yeah,
It's super fun.
hilarious.
well,
now.
here's the thing. I like the first two movies,
Yes.
but they are very different from the third
Yeah.
one.
They are.
And I don't think they're as good as the third one, to be honest.
Same,
They're fun.
but I don't really like them. So
Listen,
Look
I
at us.
love the first two because the period piece of it all.
Yeah, I
Oh,
do
right.
too. I love the
Right.
Shakespearean aspects of them.
And they got the Shakespearean director to direct the first one, you know?
That's why I really love the first one.
Exactly. And I feel like it fit really well for that era of Thor. But honestly, I love silly, big, gigantic,
Himbo
lovable himbo Thor. Yeah. Love it. Love
It's
that
great.
for us.
And I love his chemistry with Tessa Thompson. That is like a duo that I never get tired of. I love seeing them do movies together. They're great together.
Yeah.
I'm excited to have Thor and Jane back. I'm sure that this movie is going to be very funny,
Oh, yeah.
but
course.
also very sad at times because I think they're keeping the cancer storyline for Jane.
oh no,
And
The what?
Jane has cancer in the comics.
yeah, and that's how she ends up being Lady Thor or something like that. But Taika's so good at balancing drama and humor.
I was gonna say everybody tells me he handled the Holocaust very well
Dude.
with a comedy movie. so.
Oof.
But yeah, I'm excited. So I was on my list. I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm anticipating the heck out of this.
Also, Natalie got jacked for this movie.
Oh, yeah. She did her shoulders. Oof. Those biceps.
I saw those
I was
pictures.
like,
and,
damn.
I saw those pictures and was like, whoa! I don't think Natalie's
I
ever
was
been
like,
this
she
jacked.
could bench press me.
Probably.
Like, she's half my size and she could bench press me.
Dallas, you can say thank you because I managed to pull that out.
Oh yeah, the Gabby thirst is coming. Like we know it's gonna happen.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Only reason she wasn't. Never mind. No, I was just gonna say.
Stop that.
Only reason
Also,
she
no.
wasn't thirsting over that wolf is because Colin wasn't here to talk about the bad
Listen
guys.
to me. No.
But also,
You-
another thing I'm excited about. Christian Bale's playing the bad guy.
Yes.
He's the villain.
And he's a terrifying man in real life. So this is going to fit perfectly.
Oh my God.
He gonna bring that energy.
Ooh, can't wait.
Yeah, and all the Guardians are in this movie. So
See, oh my God, also can't wait. Also, I love. Didn't James Gunn help write some of that or no?
I don't know.
I
doubt it.
Quién sabe?
I'm sure Taika can handle that on his own. He got it.
Yeah, actually, you're probably right. What else is there to say?
Nothing. To me, what's your number one?
I think I know what it is.
My number one is The Batman.
Batman. Remember earlier when Demi said, "Oh, isn't it great we're moving away from Batman?"
That was until they decided they were going to give me a Batman movie that I actually really wanted to see.
Can't wait to see Edward Cullen iteration of Batman.
I can't wait to see super emo Batman, which is what Batman should always be because the man lost his parents in front of him as a child.
Freaking welcome to the Bat Parade looking at.
And decided that his way of dealing with it was he was going to dress up as a bat and beat up criminals every night.
Dude,
that's emo as hell.
Everybody
the moment I saw his hair in that first little clip we got, I was like, ooh, they nailed him. Yes.
I love it. Anyway, so the Batman. The Batman.
Dallas is so done with us.
Stop it.
Okay.
Wait, can I get through this, please?
I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
The Batman, directed by Matt Reeves, written by Matt Reeves and Peter Craig, based on a character created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger. The movie stars Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell, Andy Serkis, Paul Dano, Jeffrey Wright. Here's the thing. For a while there, I was like, I don't know if I need more Batman content. And then I was like, this looks really dope. And then I realized it's not that I don't need more Batman content. It's that I need more content outside of just Batman.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Which is fair.
That's totally
fair.
Yeah,
we've had like 12 Batman.
This is our like 15th to 20th Batman.
You know what? It's like Spider-Man. They just never go away. Anyway.
That's true.
First off, I really like Matt Reeves. I love Cloverfield. That was like one of the first movies I ever saw of his was Cloverfield. I love the Planet of the Apes movies. He did the latter two of that series. And he's just a really good director. And you can really feel his passion for Batman when he talks in interviews about this movie. Obviously, DC has a lot of faith in his vision because they keep greenlighting spin-offs even though the movie hasn't come out yet.
Which is wild.
The movie wasn't even...
Slow down a little bit.
I feel like the movie wasn't even finished filming and they were like, yeah, sure, you can have a spin-off.
They're like, bro, this looks good. Here, Penguin, you get a show.
They were like, no one could recognize this was Colin Farrell. Perfect. He gets a whole ass spin-off.
You want a show for GCPD? I know we did Gotham already, but we're just going to let you have that too.
Dude. And I hear like rumored that Barry Keoghan is playing the Joker, and I'm like, I'm newly obsessed with him.
And nobody knows if that's true. And as tired as I am of seeing the Joker, if it is Barry Keoghan, I'm okay with it.
Dude,
he looks like he played the Joker.
Just off of the scary ass clips that I've seen, because I can't watch this movie. I read the description. I was like, this is not the movie for me. But the scary ass clips of Barry Keoghan talking to Colin Farrell's character in The Killing of a Sacred Deer, I'm like, oof.
Yeah, all you have to do is watch his scenes in The Green Knight.
He's a killer face.
And also, well, the reason I think it is going to be the Joker is because he said during an Internals interview, because I'm obsessed with him now.
We know.
Yep. Yes, they do. Is because he said that, he's not even allowed to mention his next project. And I'm like, yes.
Okay.
This sounds like.
Well, right now it says he's playing Officer Stanley Merkel. Anyway.
That sounds like a fake name.
Anyway,
fake AF.
Robert Pattinson is one of the best actors of this generation. And I think he's going to be an amazing Batman Bruce Wayne. Literally, if you've seen him in anything other than Twilight, you would know he's one of the best actors of this generation.
He was very good in A Good Time.
That's the movie that basically got him this role.
That makes sense.
Matt Reeves said, I knew that I wanted him for Bruce Wayne after I saw Good Times.
Which is so wild to me. There's nothing in Good Time that says Bruce Wayne.
I think he said it was the acting in his eyes as well as like the desperation.
Oh, okay.
Like in that you believed that this was a man who was desperate.
Have you seen Good Time?
I started Good Time. I've never finished
Just playing the grimiest dude in the world.
Oof. I know he looked horrible in it, and I was like, not for me.
Not
for me.
But it's from the same guys who did that Adam Sandler movie that everybody loves.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I'm like, this is also not for me because I heard that Adam Sandler movie is the most stressful thing that's ever existed.
Also, Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman. I accidentally predicted it 2 weeks in advance, so
yes,
I'm clearly excited about that aspect. Everything that's been said about this movie, I can't help but be excited about. I love that this is year 2 Batman, still kind of an origin Batman, but not quite an origin. It's far enough into his career that it's not actually an origin story, but he is still becoming Batman and he is still becoming Bruce Wayne. And I think that's a very interesting angle to take at this point.
Yeah.
And the visuals on every single trailer are incredible.
Yep.
And I think possibly better than any superhero movie. Live action superhero movie that's been coming out recently.
Gabby's clutching her pearls.
Even better?
I love. And here's the thing though. Chloe Zhao's right now is the best looking superhero movie.
I know, that's why I'm like, it's shock.
Chloe Zhao's Eternals is currently the best looking live action superhero movie. And I say live action specifically because Into the Spider-Verse is possibly the best looking comic book movie ever. Yes. But what Matt Reeves is doing with the Batman, and it's also the same cinematographer who did Dune.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I loved Dune. I loved everything about Dune, but the visuals of Dune.
Greg Fraser, man, that man paints a frame. I swear.
Yes.
He's so good. And it's not just because he started off as a still photographer.
Of course.
And then he moved into filmmaking.
Got it.
His visuals are so good. So every time I see a Batman trailer, I'm like, bro, this is magical.
You could stop any part of Dune and frame it and put it on your wall. Like, it's beautiful.
That's how I feel about the Batman trailer.
Speaking of beautiful,
Demi,
on a scale of 1 to Gabby, how thirsty you gonna be in this movie with Zoe Kravitz and Robert Pattinson?
I'm sorry. The moment that you saw, like,
I don't know if I can reach Gabby because Gabby also has Barry Keoghan in this movie, and I don't know if I can reach that level. But it will be a pretty high bar,
dude. Okay. Like, when I saw Zoe Kravitz in that little cat, like, beanie thing, I lost it. I was like, oh, my God, if it gets more than this, I won't. It's too much.
Also, this movie's giving me Batcat.
Yes.
And that's true. I've said it multiple times this past year. I love Batcat.
Who doesn't love Batcat?
And Robert and Zoe have been friends for years, so their chemistry is definitely off the charts. So
I love this for us.
I'm hyped. Everything about this movie, I love. I never knew I could be this excited about a Batman movie. And I say this as a person who was very, very excited during the Dark Knight era.
I mean, I think our whole generation was very excited about that era.
I was super stoked about
I feel like Colin wasn't.
No, actually, Colin used to go see those movies with us.
Oh, yeah, he switched up later in life.
He switched up later in life.
He stopped liking fun.
I'm okay. You know what? People change.
People change.
Yeah. Dallas just made my boyfriend, like, visibly chuckle, which is a feat, sir.
Yes. That's what I'm here for.
But yeah, my number 1 is The Batman. And it's been my number 1 probably all year because at this point, there was a point where it was just like, it keeps getting pushed back. It's going to just stay up here until I finally get the movie.
AF.
New Mutants.
Not quite, but very, very close.
Yeah.
Because I'm very certain I'm getting this movie in March unless Omarion variant just throws everything off again.
I love that. That's just what everyone.
That's what it is. The Omarion variant.
The Omicron variant. But yeah, that's my number 1. Dallas, give us your top 10 list.
All right. Honorable mentions were Black Adam, The Black Phone, Morbius, and The Bad Guys. Number 10, Thor: Love and Thunder. Number 9, The Flash. Number 8, Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre. Number 7, The Batman. Number 6, Knives Out 2. Number 5, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Number 4 is Nope. Number 3 is John Wick Chapter 4. Number 2 is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. And number 1 is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Part 1.
Woo. Okay, so just for reasons,
you don't get to change it.
My most anticipated honorable mentions are The Bad Guys, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, Black Adam, and Batgirl. So my number 10 is A Big Gold Brick. Number 9, The 355. Number 8, The Lost City. Number 7, The Batman. Number 6, Nope. Number 5, Doctor Strange 2. Number 4, Turning Red. Number 3, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Number 2, Operation Fortune. And my number 1 with a giant asterisk, okay, because this should have been Knives Out too. Thor: Love and Thunder.
Dope. My honorable mentions are Black Adam, Blonde, Cyrano, The Flash, and Mission Impossible 7. My number 10 is Batgirl. Number 9 is Peter Pan and Wendy. Number 8 is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Number 7, Thor: Love and Thunder. Number 6, Creed 3. Number 5, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Number 4, Knives Out 2. Number 3, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Number 2, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Part 1. And number 1, The Batman.
Woo.
Thank you guys for joining us. Let us know in the comments below, what is your most anticipated movie of 2022? Do you guys have similar lists to us? We want to know. And are there any movies that we haven't mentioned that we know nothing about? Let us know.
Right.
Ooh,
we was forgetting stuff all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for listening. As she said, as always, thank you, Crown Digital, Brandon, and Io for putting us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Demi, thank you for editing. Thank you for putting us on YouTube. Thank you for remembering Creed 3.
Yep.
I didn't. It's
been on my list for a long I want to tell you, my top 10 list for this has been at least a top 10 since like February. So
oh, that's lovely.
That's why most things that were forgotten are on the list.
Yeah. That makes sense.
If only I could do that. Gabby, thank you for forgetting about Knives Out, so I'm not the only one who forgot something.
Oh, I also forgot Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and I apologize to everyone.
Right. That is Oh man.
Well, she also forgot Knives Out too. So
Yeah, I
I'm
did.
just saying. You forgot Black Panther.
she's having a rough day.
Yes, audience. What do you think of our list? Do you have Black Panther on your list? If not, you are anti-Black. Hit us up on Twitter at y'all_different and explain yourself. Or you can go to Instagram and Tumblr at Creative Differences Podcast or Facebook.com/Creative Differences PC. If you want to talk more about Across the Spider-Verse, because why wouldn't you, hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at The King Named Simba.
If you want to berate me publicly about forgetting Knives Out 2 and Black Panther Wakanda Forever, please do so at Stegosaurus on the Instagrams.
And you guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Dreamy Films. Dreamy is spelled DREEMI. Thank you guys again for joining us. We hope that you guys have a great new year and welcome to 2022 with us, Creative Differences.
Yes, and also if you want to find Colin, you can find him on Twitter at half Black Panther Wakanda sometimes.
Sir.
I know that you've done half Black Panther before, and just adding on to it it just adds so much.
Yeah, just a little bit of spice.
If I can use half Black in Colin's Twitter name, I'm gonna use it.
No, it wasn't half Black Panther. It was half Black Ranger. That's what
That's what it was.
He's been half Black Ranger, half Black Adam. He's been every half Black he can be.
It's just a great joke.
Yeah.
And it gets better
every time. It's been different. Bye.
Bye.
Do we need a tag for this?
We don't. It's fine.
Okay.
That was enough of a tag.
Okay.
I'm like, even